Oh, right. Okay. So hopefully it works. And no, yarn start. Yeah, our scripts have started. Mm, yeah, it does say the hello from React. Now, what we can do is let's just go ahead and structure our folder. Okay. So for very small projects like the one that we are doing right now, we keep the components in separate places. Okay. So we will have one folder known as the components. All right. And then we will have one more. We will say pages. All right. And then we will say index.js. Now I will explain you why we do stuff like this. Okay. And then we will have our one more file. We will say styles. Okay. And then global dot css. Okay. Well, we have this very basic stuff right now in our styles. That's why. Else, if you had styles like made using styled components or some react reveal options and all, we would like to keep our code readable and we would convert them into components. So right now, since we will be using css styling, no scss and all for our react app, we won't be using app dot we won't be using this any additional folder structuring. Okay. Now we have components, pages, and styles. This will be the very basic structure, and global.css will contain all the reusable ones. Then in here we will say app.css. So this will be the ones that we'll be using in our main page. All right. And apart from all this, we will have like for different header.css and all. Okay. Chalo. So and with our components we will have like layout component. Okay, and let's just create a folder first of all, and then inside that layout we will have our header.js. All right, and then the second folder will be footer.js. All right, and along with this we will have one more. We will say index.js. All right, and here we will say RAFCE. All right, and here we will say layout. Okay, and in here we can now say header. Okay, and with this we can say footer, and in here we will render out the children. So children see small. Okay, it is not a react component, so remember, you don't even need to get the children from here. Okay, we used to do that when we were doing working with our this stuff. Okay, chalo. So from here we will just get our children. Okay, hopefully it works. Unreachable code detected. Okay, yeah, we need to wrap it in here as well. So it still says header is not okay. Header is not defined. We need to export something. So we'll say RFC, and we can then say h1 hello from header. Okay, and similarly let's just copy it and paste it in here, and we can say footer. Now you see in our this we need to import it, and yeah, we need to say uh, footer. Fine, now hopefully it works. I do expect it to, at least. Now you see, instead of saying just div over here, now what we will say is up brackets, and then we will have our empty bracket as well. And yeah, then you can import your layout component over here only. and hopefully it renders out the everything that is required. Chalo. So this is one thing we said, our header and footer. And well, you see, we passed in children over here. Now this is where stuff that is passed in between layout will be rendered. So as for now, in our app, instead of just closing layout over here itself, we can just say h1 and we can say, hi, I am in between the layout. Oh, chalo. And hopefully, yeah, I don't think you need to do anything like this, and on saving it should work like this only. So this is the way we will be handling our layouts. Now in complex stuff, you won't be using your header and footer and all that with your layout, okay? But yeah, this is a far more better and a cleaner way to work with your wrappers, all right? And try and never don't keep this index.js dirty, as clean as possible, okay? Chalo, so this is one thing that is covered, and I have told you about your folder structure. So let's say our application has scaled a lot, and in our components we have folders for them, okay? So our, we can say home, all right, and then in there we have our index.js. So what we will do is inside our in okay, we need to delete it. Let's create a new file. We will say index.js, okay? And along with this, there will be some styles that we will be using in over here on this. So we will say styles.css. So what you can do is now you can say import dot slash styles.css. So now our styles.css will be over here. Instead of hooking it from here, it will be far more easier and better if you could specify your styles over here only. Now apart from helping you, it also helps others as well, in like while he's reading the code and all, he does not have to wander here and there for the uh, very basic stuff like styles and okay. Chalo. So now this is part of your components. We have done pages as well, okay. uh, we will also be having one more folder. We will say utils, okay. And then in here we can say like some reusable stuff, okay. So we will say just for now we will say reusable.js, and we can just say console.log, I am reusable, and yeah, just importing it. I hope that mm, yeah, we also need to export it. I don't think we even need to export it. We can just say dot dot slash utils. No, not dot dot slash, import dot slash utils slash reusable. Hopefully it works. And in here, if you see with our console, all right, yeah, we do need to call it. Uh, I can say hello, I guess. Does it work like that? Yeah, it does say I am reusable, but then it also says that it is not a function. Okay. Chalo. So now that we know that there is way to run this, but then we will get run into an error. So for now, let's just keep our reusable empty and delete it. Chalo. So uh, yeah, it should work, and refreshing it should work as expected. Okay. Now, what we have to do is we are in index.js. All right. So for pages, you actually don't need to say index.js. You can say your page's name. So I can just say home.js. Okay. And similarly, we can also say new file like another page, add blog.js. Okay, then we will have our login.js. So for now, let's just not go there. What we will do is, in fact, have a seat and take our time to style stuff. Okay, so let's just delete it over here, and in our components only we'll create home.js. So this is where we will have all our blogs displayed. All right, and for the day, for the okay, so now this gets confusing, but yeah, bear with me. This is the way that if you work it will be easier for you, and this is the way we all work in our organization and all. So that is why I'm explaining it to you in this way. Hello. So at for the time we are not going to do anything like what are we not supposed routing and all. I will be doing it tomorrow. Okay, but for now let's just go ahead and design our home. Okay, let's just say RAFCE, and we will say H1 and hello from home. Hopefully, yeah. Well, it works now. We need to obviously style our footers. Okay, so we will say in here only. I have not created mine once, so mm, all right. Let's just get a working repo for ourselves. So yeah, hopefully this one works. And well, this site has loaded as well, so let's not keep it. I would prefer taking my own CSS from here only. So where is my CSS? Yeah, in the public folder with style.css. Not this one, styles.css, I guess. Yeah, the other one is bigger. Maybe we are using this one only. Chalo. So now that we have our styles, what we will do is I will just create a new file saying header.css. One more file for the footer.css. All right, and yeah, obviously, you see we have our nav div and then end child and all. So these are the main tags that we will be using. These three are the global tags, right? So I will remove them from here and go to the global.css, and then with this we will say header.css over here only. Yeah, so I hope that yeah, this all have this. We have our info. Okay, so I don't know now, do we have anything for the footer? Yeah, so we have just one thing that is known as the footer in here, and we don't have anything for the same. uh yeah, so well, we are breaking down the styles as for now. So yeah, for the global, you have to import it inside your index.js or app.js. Okay, as early as possible in your this styles, and then slash global dot css. Okay, and that by itself, yeah, we do get our stylings and all. Okay, and in our network tab, let's just clear this and try and refresh it. Yeah, you see we do get stuff like this and all. So we are getting our fonts.google and all is being requested. Okay, now everything is coming in this one whole big package. If you see over here, not over here in your static JS. Mm, yeah, bundle.js. All the styles and all should be here in here. No, this is the bundle.js. Now this obviously will be broken down. Mhm. Yeah, you have your home. Okay. Yeah, you have your home like this. Um, no, it is not here also. Well, it is supposed to be somewhere. Now this is not where it is supposed to be. Oh yeah, all everything is coming from here. Okay. So yeah, you see, there's only just one global.css, and instead of having all of them. Okay. Chalo. So let's just close it, and yeah, we are also getting our styling. But you see that this color hits on our face, so I would like to keep it tad bit. We'll say it's white smoke. So this is a bit more better and does not hit on your face. All right. Chalo. So yeah, we have our hello from header and hello from footer and all. Let's just go over here and say, uh, okay. So we will have our nav tag. Okay, and we can just copy it and put it inside our header only. Yeah. Do we get it? Yep, we do get it. And with this, we also need to import our styles. So we will say import dot dot slash styles and then slash uh, header dot css. Okay. Yes, we do get our header, and it is far more better and properly styled as well. As for our footer, it is going to be very same and just small. So I will just say footer. Okay, and then we will just put in this tag. All right. Chalo. So it works, and we do get this from here itself. Fine. I don't expect all of the styles to work as expected, because right now, if you see, this is all inside a div tag. Okay. Uh, so yeah, you see, it is inside our ID tag. Okay. Uh, Now, since it is inside a div tag, we do have um, an issue of running it with that. Now you see, by default, yeah, you see our div hashtag root, it has this one. Oh yeah, we have not imported this. So we will say dot dot slash. Now hopefully it works. Yeah, it works now properly. Fine. Now that's one thing. We need to also design this part. So you see, this has a supposed to have a small animation. Okay. Now for us, it is not working properly because I have done it myself only. Well, you see, this is known as home breathing stuff. Okay. And people usually don't want to do that. That is where packages come in our this. So what I will do is, for now, let's just have this, and in our app.js, in fact in our home.js only, we will just add this guy. And you see, since we'll be having our this most of this tag, in here. So from the style.css, so what we will do is, which ones do we need as for now inside of home.js? We need the content and then div.blog, right? So we will say, not the details part. Okay, so we will say, okay, well, actually it works already for some reason now. It is not supposed to. Well, without footer, it is over here without global. Oh, okay. So we have taken in stuff like our this detail style and all. They are already over here. Okay. So first we will remove our footer. Okay. So it is not there. All right. Along with this, let's get rid of it from here, and over here we will just say something like this. Okay, and we can then say import dot slash no slash styles slash app dot css. uh yeah, I guess this is one, and hopefully, yeah, I don't know what styles work and all not, but I do believe that these are the ones that we are needing. Well, I've not separated them properly, and yeah, they are working as required. Okay, fine. Where is our info class, by the way? We are not okay, so we are using our info class as well in our nav tag only. Okay, and we have our content tag. So it's supposed to be with our global.css. Yeah. Let's just save it. Well, we'll pick this up later on while we are working with other stuff as well. Well, our button tag, let's just pick it up. And button is something that we'll be reusing again and again. So yeah, now the stuff do work. Well, let's go ahead and start working with React packages. Now, the very basic reason that people use React is, one, it is open source. Now, the benefit to having an open source framework is that the community is huge. So you have basically a package for anything. In fact, you also have packages for like checking if a value is true or false. Okay, so this is a package that is used to check if given value is true or false. Okay, so now this is use is boolean, and surprisingly it has 5 downloads as well. uh, Now the same author has one more, so it says is true. Okay, and yeah, it returns if a value is true or not. Okay, and the worst part is that if you go over here, all right, it has 72 downloads by itself. What it does is, yeah, it just takes in this object and okay, so he does do something. Okay, well, I guess it is for is false. Hopefully this is the one by the same user. Yeah, and if you come in here now, yeah, you see it imports the package of is true, and then just inverts it, and then if you pass it in like this, so if it is triple equal to false, then it will return false, else by default it will return true. Okay, So that is the very logic, and it is just 4 lines. All right. And inside package.json also now you see there is nothing over here. So dev dependencies, just forget that part. Inside the dependencies part there is just one dependency. Okay. Now this is clever, no problem, but I'm showing you how good React is. You have uh, everything like date picker is also there. Okay, everything. You don't even have to worry about cookies. All right, so we have cookies in React. Okay, we have React cookie, or you can also use cookie.js. Okay, fine. There are other major libraries. So a few that we'll be trying out today is definitely not Framer Motion, but this is a library that I would like you guys to take a look at. Okay, because it is a very easy and used to animate library. Now the basic reason that we use React is this, that you want to have your site as interactive as possible. Okay, so you see these are animations that help you a lot. Okay, so you see now I just can click over here and it is so beautiful over here as well. Now I would love to incorporate this. It does look a tad bit easy. Okay, but I don't want to mess up my initial plans. Okay, and you see interactable stuff and all, where instead of having CDN now you can just bundle all your this inside React only, and it is better and nice for the user as well. No lags and all stuff. Okay. Now Framer is a React UI designing software, but Motion is by Framer itself, and it is for React specially. Okay. Chalo. So you see there are all types of effects like variations and all. So yeah, now this is my favorite one and it is a bit complex, that is why I'm not going in here. I will be using uh, React Reveal. Okay, now this is a very easy one to work with. Okay, just go on to documentation, and in here if you just see now, we can just say yarn add React Reveal. Okay, you don't need to even stop your React server, you can just start working with it as soon as you install it. Okay, so yeah, I hope that it is done. And inside our home.js now, what we'll do is we will use our React Reveal with this guy. Always make sure that you are documenting your code. Say, well, this now is 100% obvious, so don't need to. So what we'll say, zoom, okay, and now you can wrap it in your zoom tag. Okay, hopefully it works as we expect it to. Yeah, it is now, you see, coming from very right corner. The very reason is that we have our this tag. Yeah, all right. Hopefully it works. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we will have to tweak all the other settings as well. Well, you see, you can also add in things like how it should zoom in. So if I click on zoom now, yeah, you see it. You have your code over here, and just say zoom in from the bottom or left, right. By default, it is from right or left. Yeah, chalo. So we can just do the zoom top. Okay, so we'll say top. Now let's just try and reveal it. Okay, so it comes from somewhere over there. I guess fade should be better. Okay, yeah, okay. Let's just add bottom to this so we can refresh it. Yeah, we do have our this bottom now. You see, we have an issue now because this fade, apart from being just a tag, it is also a div tag. Okay, so now if I try and click over here, you see we do get another div class equals to react reveal and all, and with that it overrides our this class, so our block class. Okay, I don't know now very much. Just save it and let's try this. Does it work like this? Nope, it doesn't work the way that we want it to. Fine, we can, yeah, fine, I guess. Well, now this is just one library, okay, that I just wanted to demonstrate it out to you. But if you go deeper, you will find so many things. Okay, chalo. So this is one thing, and yeah, let's just get in some blocks. Okay, and what we can do is we can add in some inside our utils only. We will say take blocks.js and we can just say export const blocks equals to, it will be an array. Obviously we will say title, all right, hello, and then snippet will be hi, and body, sorry, not in JSON format, body in our, this is the body. Okay, chalo. So now that we have it, we have our fake blocks and it is being exported as well. So what I will do is we will say mm, okay, so I do expect it to work, maybe. Okay, yeah. Let's just add in some more. Now it is coming inside just one div. Well, what I can do is add the div in here. Well, the zoom is just overwriting all my divs. Fine. What we will do is we will remove it. We will use the other guy, framer motion. I will do that for you guys only tomorrow. Okay. Fine. Now that we have our blogs and all placed in here, I would like to show you guys routing, but yeah, we need to insert data as well. So we will say uh, we need to add in IDs as well for this guys. For now, let's just keep it to nothing. Okay. Fake page. All right. Yeah, and we will have blog dot title, and we will have blog dot snippet. Fine. Yeah. Now that we have all our this passed in, we need to work with this. Now you see, as for now, we have not added in the routing functionality. Okay. You can obviously visit all your other pages, but for that you will have to lose the power of React. Okay, so what we'll do is uh, we can say background color yellow. Okay, but if I click on any one of them, okay, you see I lose it everything. It does take me to the next page but it is not defined. Only routing can allow you to do that. Else, wherever and however you go, it will only be taking you to just one page itself. Okay. Chalo, so do we have time for router? Nope, we don't have time for the router. But for now, I have shown you how your supposed project is supposed to look like. I will see if I do get some time. I will be fixing all these tiles up for you and try and get framer motion in here. Okay. Chalo. So yeah, that's it for the day. Please start styling your this page. If you don't submit the project, I at least need two projects. So one you have submitted already. That was your initial portfolio pages. And then the second one, we will be doing it along with me on this. So the React one. All right. Fine. So yeah, anything that you guys want to ask me? Hello. No doubts. All right. Chalo then. I guess